What's going on, guys? RPA Trucking and Survival. I am here in King City, California. Just delivered a load to Salinas, in Salinas, California, to Nel Super. And I wanted to bring to light, I'm going to get right into this, a case of numerous mysterious disappearances happening in national forests worldwide. A very large cluster of them within Yosemite National Park area. Now, these disappearances have been investigated by a man, former police detective by the name of David Politis, for the past 10 plus years. So, very credible source going after these cases. They involve hunters, very small children, teenagers, a large handful of astrophysicists and scientists. Hunters, bow hunters, never anyone with a rifle or who is armed with a firearm in any way. Any possibilities of foul play are completely ruled out. Bodies are found, signs of scratch marks and bruising. Coroners conclude that the cause of death is always unknown. One very mysterious occurrence, a little girl who was found 3 days after she went missing. There was a blizzard going on, which came in immediately after, she had been reported missing by her parents. And the doctor was in shock. He was like, how is this little girl alive? And not only that, but there were no signs of dehydration, and she was well fed. So no signs of dehydration. She's well fed, and no signs of hypothermia. And according to her, she was being taken care of by a wolf and being fed by a wolf or some sort of furry creature. A lot of times these children go missing, and a search party is brought out after 3 days of searching in the exact same search grid. A body turns up. Why the heck didn't they find it the day before, the day before that? And cause of death unknown. Sometimes their clothes are found folded and piled up neatly, sometimes on a rock in the middle of a river. And that's the other part, is these disappearances. One of the things that stays consistent with these disappearances is it's near a body of water, and there's always some sort of a strange weather event that conveniently rolls in immediately following their disappearance. So really, really strange. There are hundreds of crazy stories that David tells his viewers here on the YouTube. His own YouTube is called the Can-Am Missing Project. He actually just came out with it. There's a lot of copycats out there pretending to be David. So he came out with his own channel that you can go to, the Can-Am Missing Project, and you can hear all these cases firsthand. And it's important for any parent to know. A lot of times these, especially the scientists or astrophysicists, they go out there in the wilderness with a group. They end up, people that were walking with them, hiking with them, report that they either weren't feeling good or, they would continue on ahead and say, hey, I'll meet you up there at this point. And they go missing and are never found again. It's crazy how they're never found again, and the kids, sometimes they're found deceased and very rarely alive, or just missing altogether. Now, the other part that'll make you scratch your head is, when David goes to Park Ranger Service for, more details on the disappearances, they give him some trouble about it. Basically tell him, you're not going to figure this out. If we can't figure it out, you're not going to figure it out. They wanted to charge him like $34,000 to give him a list of everyone missing in Yosemite, I think is how it went. And just an insane amount for national parks throughout the United States. These disappearances occur national forests, mostly, on the outside. What would you call that? Like the outside area of the United States, like all around. East Coast, West Coast, more southern, northern, United States, not really in the center. So it's around, the outer portion of the United States. And of course, his channel is Can-Am Missing Project. So he's investigating also in Canada, a very large number out there. There's more that go on in Europe, like I said, national forests worldwide. And these officials, the higher echelons of the Park Service, they're not being very helpful at all. And for one disappearance of a girl, I forget her age or her name, but Green Berets were brought in to search for a missing person. Now, if you know military well enough and ask anybody, especially a Green Beret or anyone, any service member in the Special Forces, they'll tell you that, they do not do search and rescue. That's usually left to, the Army National Guard or, someone else. Like the Coast Guard. But obviously, that's out in the ocean, right? So, just very, very weird, It's unexplainable what the heck is going on. And these Green Berets searched for days, I think it was maybe a week to almost 2 weeks. They were fully armed. They went out there, they looked, came back, said they couldn't find her. But it's very specific that they had, it's very obvious that they had a specific task at hand. And no one believes that it was for trying to find that girl. There was something else going on. There was an interview that David Paulides did or had with an FBI agent, and the FBI agent agreed, this doesn't make any sense. It's a phenomenon that just can't be explained, but this is happening everywhere. And when David came forward and began speaking to large groups of rescuers, people that go out there and they, search and rescue. These people volunteer, they take their, time out of their daily lives to go and devote themselves to finding missing people. And they said, we're glad someone has finally come forward with this because none of this makes sense. And we try to, bring it forward, the Park Service, and they just, wave it off as it can't be explained, and don't worry about it, we're handling it. That's it. So they're relieved that somebody's finally doing something about it. So that's good. Good job, David Paulides. Awesome. I'm going to make this video short. Don't want to make it too long. Just wanted to kind of... this isn't even so much summarizing what the hell is going on. There's a lot of stories to look into. There's a lot of factors to consider. And if you read the books if you study the videos and watch the videos, you're going to come to the conclusion as well that this is a phenomenon that just can't be explained. It just does not make any sense. There is either a technology, and I mean, come on, we know that technologies out there do exist that we just have no ability to comprehend how they work. I have an idea who's behind it, but there are technologies out there that are just like, what? I mean, look at these lasers that they have that can start fires, you know? Is these little laser pens, you know? What's to say that things like that haven't been, you know, they've been weaponized. I mean, come on, you got to be stupid to think that that hasn't been weaponized. So, I mean, just there's stuff out there that we don't know, but they exist. And like I said, I have an idea who's behind it. Not going to say anything right now. Take the time, watch the Can-Am Missing Project. And when you go out there, go in groups, go in pairs, have a locating beacon on you, take a firearm with you. Just have your bases covered. You know, it's nice being out there, being out in the woods. It's therapeutic, you know. It's there's beautiful scenery out there. You know, it's gorgeous. Enjoy yourself. Just take all the necessary precautions. Learn how to make yourself a survival kit, and be careful. You know, that's it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you take the time to look into the Can-Am Missing Project. David Politis. You guys take care. I'll be coming out with some more videos. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and I will see and talk to you guys later. Take care.